Good morning. Forgive me, this is going to take a few minutes because I haven't been on here for 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. Looks like there's some bunch of new maps. Not currently hunting for a new map, but won't do this too in depth. We'll just take a quick look to see if there's anything spectacular that I absolutely need. So how are you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys have a good Saturday morning. I just want to say, vacation was awesome. Nothing too spectacular here. I guess that's a new DLC. Yeah. Oh, it's for horse riding. Cool. I don't know why you have to make a mod so that you can't lease. I'd have to lease anyway. Oh, you can enter the vehicle from further back. Got it. Actually makes it less realistic, so no thanks. Hey Michael, how's it going? Looks like you guys have the potential of a tropical storm coming up your way. A bit early in the year to have tropical storms. Morning, James. $28 Celsius. Yeah, it's on the warm side. It's 24 over here. Hey, morning, Don. Some new ones in here. Grow, roast, and brew coffee. That's cool. I'm going to install that. Don't need to use it right away, but that's... That was... Hang on. Factories, I'm missing steps here. Looks like we got a bunch of stuff here. I can use the forage harvester to pick up straw and put it into a trailer. Interesting. Corn dryer. Dry corn. So dry corn price increases. In real life, a lot of farmers dry their corn. Let's add that in there. I don't know if we'll use it right away or not. Hey Milo girl, how's it going? No need to roll. What is that? Oh, rolling fields. Yeah, we don't need. I'm good with that. Advanced farm manager. Need that either. How was your vacation? Oh wait, I was the one on vacation. How's your Reese cup? Good. Beware of straw. I'm happy with that. So many new mods. Okay. I think we got... Okay, back, quit, restart the game, and let's do this. Just bought a huge pretzel at the zoo, and that wasn't all that great. She wasn't a fan. All right. Let's just start and see where we were 2 weeks ago. It's been a while. Michael, where are you moving to? Moving to your own apartment? Or are you helping somebody else move? I guess I did ask where are you moving to. I didn't mean what town or stuff like that. I meant what kind of building are you moving to? Get your own apartment? What is going on here? Unplug and replug. Music is too loud? Okay. I don't think I adjusted the music at all, but... Let's go with 5. I think this one particular song is definitely a little louder. Harvesting corn. If I actually turn the GPS on. Thing today at the mini store. A corn harvester? Maybe a Reese cup harvester. C is for cookie. Awesome. That is awesome. Super mini cute. See, now it's way too quiet. I think it was just the last song. Yeah, it was the song that was loud. What about the song before that? That one was alright. This is a peaceful song. Right. Combine's still going. Got him with the combine. I can't get the balance right, can I? Okay, so let's do this. Is that better? Or do we need to do more of what I just did? I know you like to listen to your own music in the background, so my music clashes with your music.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
So how was your vacation?
Vacation was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Too short, but awesome.
Vacation's always too short.
We walked inside of a bloody volcano.
Yeah, I definitely saw some of those photos. That look pretty awesome.
And then that was Craters of the Moon. We also did Leslie Gulch. That was pretty darn amazing too. Unfortunately, my video, the audio is really bad on Leslie Gulch.
That's unfortunate.
I didn't realize that a gravel road with washboard was gonna interfere with the microphone plugged into the camera.
Yeah.
So next time I'm on a gravel road, I have to record the audio separate from the camera and then edit it in.
Yeah.
The microphone has the capability of doing it, I just didn't do that. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
you didn't
good
realize
to
it
know.
would be a problem.
Yeah, good to know, bumpy road. So that was a learning experience, but I'm sure YouTube peoples will all complain about that video, but it's funny how people are so different in audio. Some people will complain that audio is horrible, get a new microphone, and then other people go, what problem? There's no problem with audio. Hearing, it's amazing how differently humans hear things.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that Milo girl. I responded. It was good heads up, so thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Steam's had the Next Fest, which had a bunch of demos of them. Like these are cool to like check out, but I haven't had much time to actually play as I would have, as I was planning. So.
Yeah, you haven't done much for live streams.
Nope.
How dare you?
Crafting Spirit is starting to feel better, and therefore is actually wanting to be active.
Do things so that take. Yep.
Yeah. So I end up losing time where I don't expect it necessarily.
But that's a good thing. Oh yeah, the beet harvest goes on. The beet goes on, the beet harvest goes on. I didn't even do that on purpose. This song has blipping in the background that sounds like it's a computer sound. And that annoys me enough to take that off the playlist. It's like, what's popping up in the window in the back? Oh, it's not! I am actually getting messages on... well, that's a shame. Cooler heads, okay. Let's... I don't know how to use my computer. It's not what I want.
Computers are hard.
Mute the Steam client. There we go. Did I just do that? Come on. All right. We will read Milo Girl's mini messages later on. Oh, great. I'm getting spammed on the side. Yeah, this beet harvest sure takes a while. I have a list of things I want to buy, and I don't know where that list is. But a bigger beet harvester better be on that list. Let's see. Is this my list? Yes, here. New tractor, a new beet harvester, a bigger corn planter, more cows, a grain cart, a beet cart, and pigs are on my list. I did think it was a song. I'm like, what? This binging in the background is annoying. Oh, it's just Milo Girl being annoying. Good little mini burn there. That was an abrupt ending to that song. Oh, come on. No! Thanks for that perspective there, bud. Get stuck. Don't want to get stuck. Don't like this song? Interesting. I don't dislike it. I don't like it, but I don't dislike it. What's up with a view perspective there? It's doing some wonky stuff. Okay, that's enough. It's got a super unique beat to it. Yeah. One thing we haven't done is, okay, how do I remove that without seeing it? Okay, good, there's mini spam in the background. Good, good. Just so it stopped flashing on the bottom. So the mini spam was there for a reason, and I actually appreciate it. Let's just pause our combine while I do this. I haven't looked for new music in the last 2 weeks. YouTube. Studio. Audio library. Looks like there's 3 new songs. We'll download those for future use. Not too many, but Oh. That's not what I want. What am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for. Man, I'm so disorganized. Well, that's just because there's just 3. We'll just drop them in there like that. That's the new ones. Well, we could drop it in here. Yeah, that works. Okay. Back to the game. Yeah, we ate at some fabulous, fabulous restaurants along the way. What we did was I went on Google Maps and go, okay, we're kind of driving through this area, and then made restaurant ratings at 4.5 or higher, and then searched for those restaurants. Picked something out of that. And there were some weird ones we picked, some weird experiences, but a lot of really good restaurants. Not a lot of room to turn around here, is there? A little more end row here. Definitely getting a decent yield off the parts of this field. So I think we'll get a really decent income off of these fields, but I don't think we'll even be able to buy half of the things on our list. I have to kind of prioritize what items on the list we're going to buy. I thought you were moving, Michael. So are you moving out of your parents' place? Or you're all moving to an apartment? Now you have a job. Are you saving up to move out to your own place, or? Or are you just blowing it all on alcohol? Saving up, yeah. Let's move this sucker over here. I'm giving a little nod. Giving a little nod to the mini Steam chat I had with someone. The nod matches the song too. You can nod along with it to the beat. But I do understand what just happened. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Both on. The chopper up front and the harvester on. Both on. Having said that, I'm not a big fan of said nodding song. Although I don't hate it, it's weird, but I don't hate it. Have you guys seen Super Mario Brothers movie? Has anyone seen Super Mario Brothers movie? Anyone? James, you have?
Yes, I have.
Do you know Jack Black rickrolled us?
No.
Jack Black rickrolled us, and he knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, I'm definitely not surprised. It seems like a Jack Black thing to do.
Peaches, Peaches, Peaches. That song follows the exact rhythm of Never Gonna Give You Up. That right there, the peaches, 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 is the same exact rhythm as the Rickroll. What in the blazes was that last song? Because that wasn't the song. Is that how the song ended? Just static? Okay. It was a weird song. I'm just gonna remove it. So yeah, listen to the Peaches song. It is the same music, the same rhythm of Never Gonna Give You Up. So we got Rickrolled, and I thought it was pretty awesome. I probably played too much of it already. I don't want to get copyrighted. Although we're not monetized, it's not a big deal, but structure turns over hard. No! Gotta get a green card. Come on, you can do this. Let's drop the trailer. What's up with the view? It updated, now the view is just weird every now and then. Like, how am I supposed to hook up to the trailer when you do the weird view thing? Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, we'll just deliver this. I'm just gonna go play with the rocks, apparently. U-turn. way too fast. Whoa, almost hit that tree. I think I hit part of the vineyard there. Slow it down there, bud. Slow it down. I think we'll just fill this trailer 50% until we get a beat cart. Get stuck too much with this thing. Got our raisins. Wait, what are we doing with our corn? Why? That's not what I wanted. Cereal factory. We have no corn in here and we're putting corn in storage. What is wrong with us? I hope we put corn in storage. Raisins reminded me we wanted to make cornflakes with raisins in them. Raisin cornflakes. It's the whole reason to our corn harvest. Raisin Bran. Things like cocoa, I don't think will ever make it into Farming Simulator because cocoa gets harvested by hand. Cocoa is extremely hard and complicated to harvest. Same with cinnamon. Cinnamon takes like a whole year to harvest. I mean, after you harvest it, it takes a whole year to dry out and prepare for the market. Oh, a little further maybe? There we go. Yeah, cocoa gets harvested mostly by underpaid workers. Okay, now... Yeah, lots of corn now, so let's get this activated. There we go. We're gonna start working on making cereal. Need more honey, more oat, a bit more corn. Yeah, I definitely have some weird music in here, don't I? I think it's kind of cute, though. At least the background. If you listen to the background instruments, there's some. You hear less of the background when we're playing the game. It's weird and cute. Oh, it's a lot like Milo Girl. Weird and cute. This is your song, Milo Girl. Wait, what? Couldn't help myself. Couldn't help. Whoa! Look where I'm going. Don't text and drive. Well, at least I didn't call you normal, because that's the biggest insult in the world. I thought weird and cute was not an insult. I thought that was a flattering term. It was a compliment. I like whistling in songs. Pipe in. So, careful with the term pipe. There's a lot of innuendo there in most of the rest of the world. Farmers here pull their combine pipe in and out, and we just call it a pipe, but anywhere else in the world, when you say pipe, they think something else, so. think they just call it an auger. Instead of a pipe, they just call it an auger. Or an auger, yeah. Yeah, auger. An auger is... It is an auger. Farm. I think that's probably close to spelling. American farmers just call it a pipe, but in the rest of the world, words mean different things in different places. I should ask Iron Thunder what they would call this. I think they would call it just an auger. You can't figure what a pipe would be to other people? To the rest of the world? A pipe in the rest of the world means a penis. Yes, that's why every time I say pipe, I'm like, oh yeah, right. I have to be careful how I'm using that word. One time I'm like pulling my pipe out and Iron Thunder goes, "You're doing what now? Too much info." It's like, oh, never thought of that. And then started asking more people and it's like, okay. Note to self.
Say sometimes everything is a euphemism.
Yeah, sometimes everything is a euphemism. Yes. Just like the giant worms in Dune.
I love how much everyone's like, Dune is so great and everything, blah, blah, and it's like, but most people don't want to go into anything past the first book of Dune, because it just goes straight up nuts.
It goes weird. The second Dune movie should be interesting. The second Dune movie is not going to be the same movie. The second Dune movie is going to be a war action type of movie. So I think a lot of people will be disappointed expecting Dune 1.
Yeah, there are going to be some people who don't know the story of Dune who are not going to be ready for what.
See, Milo Girl, you're learning. We're getting cultured here. And whenever you learn about a new culture, you always learn about all the innuendos first. And all the swear words. So 55-minute drive away from where you guys are living now. So the place you were now, were you guys renting that as well? Owning is really out of my picture. I'm never going to own. That was something that I was always going to. That was a goal as you grow up and become an adult. And you're like, I'm going to own my own place. And I decided it's not for me. It's for lots of people. That's a good goal to have. It's not for me. I'm not happy being in this place for how long we have been here. I would have moved out years ago, except that I have a new, better goal in mind. So it's like, let's just put up with this place until the new goal is realized. I want to be a nomad.
How far do you figure you're away from being ready to jump out and try?
This spring.
Cool.
Except, you know, Crafting Spirit happened, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's just hold off.
That's fair.
So I told somebody I'd feel kind of stupid pulling up to Crafting Spirit's funeral in my brand new RV.
I mean, the great thing about the Canadian healthcare system, money. You don't need money to save someone's life. You just need money to basically get out of it comfortably.
Don't get stuck. Which way is uphill? Renting is twice the price of owning? Well, then why the blazes are you guys renting? If a mortgage was half the price of rent, I would probably own something by now.
That's the one reason why I don't own anything, is because my rent is really cheap. It makes it easy to save up money while renting.
Yeah.
Whereas I'd actually have a more difficult time with it if I was owning.
But even my rent is fairly decent compared to other people.
Yeah.
But mortgages are definitely higher than rent over here.
They're getting to the point though where for some people it has actually made more sense to basically jump through different mortgages than rent.
Yeah. But for that you need a decent down payment.
Yeah.
Like our sister does this, keeps buying houses and then selling them. Buying houses that are in good physical structure, structurally sound, and just giving them all a very cheap facelift and then selling it for like twice the price. They live in it for
Definitely people who really make that work for them.
Yeah, like our sister lives in 3 or 4 years before moving to the next one, but still, it's kind of house flipping and you make a lot of money doing that. As long as the market's hot.
Yes. That's the thing. You have to be, as long as you're willing to get caught in the
In a
in the
slump,
house that
and
you're
then,
flipping?
yeah, if you're stuck in a slump, you have to stay in that house. Yeah, make sure you buy a house you're willing to get stuck in.
Yeah. Then the system works fine, because you can never get screwed over. I did that on a much smaller scale with my Nintendo Switch.
Michael, if you own a house, that makes no sense. I don't understand. No house, you can't buy a house for $2,400.
I assume that's
And you can't rent an apartment for $49. Unless it's $49 a day.
yeah. I think he's just using numbers that are smaller than they actually would be.
It's at $2,400 a month, and
That's
rent.
like the time scales are what matters here.
Yeah, over how much time do those numbers? You've given us 2 different time scales. No, we don't understand that easier. Michael just insulted us all.
it is a thing though. Like if like how much do you figure the apartment that you are renting would have been if you had to bought it?
I have no idea.
Like probably like apartments. I mean, back when you originally were probably like 120,000, but like at this point it's probably over 200,000.
Because buying an apartment, I don't know how much it would cost to buy this apartment, or if this was like a townhouse for the same type of room. I don't know. Hey, Kieran.
But like, let's say if that apartment was sale for $150,000, and the rent was, let's say the rent is $1,000. Because then at that point, if you were to buy it after 15 years, you
15 years are 15 years of renting it, you would have paid it off by buying it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now, mind you, that's without getting into mortgage, what the mortgage takes, and the mortgage takes a hefty chunk.
And also, you have to remember, if you own the place, you're paying for all the repair bills.
Yes. And that is, there are times where for people, like if you're like this is going to be a temporary thing, owning does not make sense. There's some people like owning's always the best option. It's like, no, that's not true.
Owning is only the best option if you intend to stay there for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Well, in some cases, you don't have to stay there for the rest of your life for it to be worth it. But there are times where it's like, no, it just makes more sense.
Yeah, I guess house flipping, but yeah.
Well, I mean, even if you're not house flipping, just it's a case of, even if you plan on moving in 5 years, sometimes it is a case of you will get back all the money you paid.
Yeah. You'll get your mortgage back. Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to put that into the new wherever you're going next.
Well, that's what big corporations do. They use properties as banks. Property bank.
Yeah.
It's literally a term that they use, property bank.
Which is why you have apartments that basically sit empty. Like New
York really absolutely empty. That's why some of the new laws here in BC are good, that you get penalized for having empty apartments, empty houses. If you own a house that's empty and not rented out, you're going to get penalized.
Yeah.
It'll force the people that use property banks to either get tenants or to sell. It should reduce our property value.
Yeah, which really needs to happen because it is artificially high.
Yeah.
When you have empty apartments, that's not the natural value of any things around it are not worth what they're naturally worth. The whole thing is, and the thing is, like, even for where it's not property banks, where it is like these are like companies that are doing, like, they're landlords, they're still doing it, like leaving it empty. Why? Because that means you can say this is what we're going to charge, and that just eventually becomes what it's worth.
Yeah.
Because they're all in it, like basically price fixing. They're doing price fixing, which is illegal, but you gotta prove it in order to stop it. So.
Yeah, a lot of things that are done that are illegal, but if you can't prove it, even if you have circumstantial evidence, good luck proving it. These people can pay for very, very expensive lawyers.
Yeah. Well, and so I've noticed there's a trend of people don't own property anymore. It's all these limited companies. Do you know how hard it is to sue a business rather than a person?
Yeah, because in the U.S., businesses are people.
Well, like,
and limited liability companies. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, even in Canada, it is a case of you still need to sue a person.
Yeah.
So if they just hide their name, like there's still a person who owns it, but you need to find who owns it before you can
because
give them
it's a company inside of a company inside of a company. Yeah, somebody said that they got evicted and they were trying to find out who the owner was, and it was impossible to find the owner. The only time they found out who the owner was when they finally got their message that they would not get their damage deposit back.
Oh, so they actually figured out their owner from basically getting a message of we're not giving you back your
Yep.
damage deposit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason they got evicted is because they did a YouTube video about they don't know who the owner is.
Now, in theory, you could probably sue them for that,
I'm sure they did.
but that also you've got to look at it and go, can I win this based on what lawyers I can hire versus the lawyers that they can hire?
I'm sure they were
So-
suing and knew that they were probably going to lose, but they were suing for YouTube content.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
you know what? We're going to get
That's
YouTube content out of this by suing and make more money off of YouTube than the money it's going to cost for lawyers.
Yeah.
So Kiram says that any place that is empty, so vacant house that's not hooked up to amenities, the city will destroy at the landlord's expense.
Yeah.
That'll incentivize people to take care of their property and lower the prices.
Yeah. They'll take care of the property. They'll still probably leave them. A lot of them will probably still leave them empty. Because a lot of the companies they basically hire a building manager who
Yeah.
like manages a bunch of different buildings, but basically not having tenants in it means that they stay in pristine condition. They're basically like trading cards. You want to keep them in good condition so you don't let them get used.
Yeah, basically. And they're used as playing cards. They get traded like playing cards.
Yeah, you trade it around.
It's the millionaires playing cards.
Yeah,
Monopoly.
yeah, it is monopoly. And the worst part is everyone's like, oh, this is just late stage capitalism, and it's like, late stage capitalism doesn't have to suck. Or I mean, late stage capitalism always has to suck, but we don't need to be in late stage capitalism. The government can stop with regulation. The problem is right now the government is demonstrably there to protect the interests of the rich corporations.
Yeah, because the rich corporations own the government.
Yeah, rich corporations paid the bills. So no one's surprised when.
And you know, eventually there'll be a revolution, which I'm not looking forward to, but
Nope, revolution sucked.
that is kind of late stage capitalism results in revolution.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing of most. Basically, anytime a government is described as late stage, usually it is at a point where the only thing that is going to, quote unquote, fix it is revolution.
And revolution is highly, highly destructive. Even if it's a peaceful revolution.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is a revolution is destroying the system to put something new in place, or
Come on now.
even if you're putting pretty much the exact same system in place again, you're still breaking everything and putting a new thing in place. Basically, it's a renovation. Even under the most peaceful terms, you are basically renovating. You are destroying and replacing.
Oh, it's full. Like, why can't I not unload? It's full. That's the problem. I have a very awkward wait to this trailer. In fact, it would be illegal.
How dare you?
So this trailer would be illegal on roads.
How dare you be illegal?
and very unstable. So all the weight is in the back.
Yeah, that's probably the more pressing concern.
Whenever you guys are loading a trailer at home, small little trailer behind your car, make sure most of the weight, not most, but more of the weight is in front of that trailer axle than behind the trailer axle.
That's like most is technically correct because you want more than 50%. You don't want much more than 50%, but you want 50%. Like basically you want, I think you want, I forget, someone did the math, but it's like 55 to 60% of the weight you want to be in front of the axle.
Whenever you see those RVs upside down in the ditch, that's the mistake they made. They loaded their RV heavy behind the axle.
And that's, most people do that because that's where it's convenient to load.
Yeah. And you also, people want to take the weight off of their small little car towing the RV.
Yeah.
So they want more weight on the rear axle than on the tongue of the hitch. But you want more weight on the tongue of the hitch than there is weight on the rear bumper.
Because that's what the number I've always been told is you want. Basically, you want 10% of the trailer's weight on the hitch.
On the hitch, yeah.
If you've got a 5,000-pound trailer, your basically the weight at the hitch should be 500.
Depends where your axle on the trailer is.
Yes.
Look at the semi-trailer. The axles are right on the back. Most
so
trailers, most small trailers that you have in pulling cars or behind cars, the axle is in the center of the trailer.
Yeah, and this is the numbers for those small trailers where you have a 50% axle.
Semi-trailer is a little differently because they have the axle so far back.
And also, if you have more than one axle, things also change up a bit.
Yep. And why semi-trailers can get away with it is because the semi-truck is designed to haul that weight. The semi-truck carries half of the trailer weight. In a car, you want the car to be towing the trailer, not carrying the trailer. In a big rig, you want to be carrying half that trailer.
Yeah, it looks like the general rule of thumb for small car trailers is 60-40, 60% in front of the axle.
So yeah, that would give you 10% on the hitch. And then you see some people with their headlights pointing up into the sky that they've put way too much weight on the
Yeah.
on the hitch.
Either the trailer's just way too heavy or the hitch is loaded up too much. Well, and that is, I'm headed up to Prince George next weekend.
Is that
and
next?
I was thinking,
Next weekend already.
and I was thinking of taking a trailer, but I think I'm actually just going to take basically one of those cargo racks.
Yeah.
And I've always kind of wanted to get one of those, but with the CRV, I never did. Because if you load that up like 500 pounds, that's way too much that's way too much weight on the back of that vehicle.
Yes,
I'm going to
yeah.
have the lights staring up the sky. I'm going to have that problem, and I don't want that. Whereas with the 4Runner, 500 pounds on the back of the vehicle, it's fine.
Yeah, the 4Runner is designed to tow. It can handle the extra weight.
Yeah, like it's a much heavier vehicle, which sucks for fuel around town. But does mean that basically it can tow more.
FarmCon is this is coming this coming week.
I'm also looking forward to this weekend for it being Steam Summer Sale.
Oh, are you serious? I'm gonna have to spend money this weekend? Or this week? Are there any games being released? I wonder, where is FarmCon? Is that a European thing?
What?
Germany.
Yeah.
So yeah, they might hint at a new game. Who knows?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, FarmCon is in Bavaria,
Bavaria.
which I've been told on good authority is not German. It's in Germany, but it's not German. Bavarians can be very particular.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Farm Sim Giants is based out of Germany, hence why so much of our equipment in this game is small and not like the stuff we run here in North America.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time in Idaho last week and never did see all the famous Idaho potatoes.
Yeah, so at some point I mentioned my my riding plan to someone, and they have adopted my riding plan and then added basically a couple extra days on the island to it as well.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, at this point, this becomes like a
A week
2-week ride.
A 2-week ride. That'd be awesome, wouldn't that? Just
I feel like
how many
I
hours
feel
a
like
day?
it's no more than 6 hours any day.
That's still a lot of hours on a bike.
I mean, for you. That is definitely my trip to the coast. I could have very easily just done it all again. Although I would have been much happier to do it again with earplugs.
I would want a more comfortable seat. If I had a touring bike, I would easily do 10 hours a day.
That is the big thing about your bike is that I find that your bike specifically, I can only sit on one part of the seat. There's so much seat, but I can't sit on most of it.
Yeah.
Whereas with my bike, I can move around in the seat a lot more, and that makes it last. I can be comfortable on my seat way longer than on most bikes, other than like the driving solos. And that's for like, if you were riding for distance, like you were like this, I'm buying the bike to do trips like this. This is where you want something like a Harley Davidson, something that is just basically a driving couch.
Yeah. Or BMW.
Yeah.
I don't like the reliability of a Harley.
Harley reliability isn't bad. It's like new Harley, like you're buying a modern Harley, you're buying a bike that's about the same reliability rate as a BMW. That's why I'm a sucker for Honda.
Yeah, Honda is like incredibly
Very
reliable.
Very bulletproof. They design everything just to be... Everything gets over-engineered for reliability, and
Just
I
like
appreciate that.
Toyota pickups and stuff. They're all designed to just go off-roading. You can submerge any Toyota pickup in 4 feet of water and just be fine. You just keep driving.
Yeah.
Over-engineered for some of those things. I don't think there's anything else for this combine to do. I think we're done harvesting. Other than beets. There's no such
Yeah.
mini seat, but
I think the one actually, I think the only day that had 6 hours of riding was the first day, which basically goes from Penticton to Monroe, Washington.
don't know where Monroe is.
Seattle.
Oh, okay.
It's northeast of Seattle.
That's a little bit longer than driving to Vancouver.
Yeah, because basically you go down to Wenatchee and then over to Monroe. So yeah, basically if you're going through Leavenworth, the first city that you come into before you're like really on your way to Seattle is Monroe.
Okay.
There's also coincidentally, that is, I go to a event called Ursulmus down in Monroe every year. Although I have to admit, I don't know, because that's Highway 2 is the one in Leavenworth. I've never been on Highway 20.
Oh, Highway 20,
which is
do it.
Winthrop.
You have to do
Yeah.
Highway 20.
Because to me, it just seems like if you're going for a ride, that might be the...
Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful drive. High winter pass though, but beautiful, beautiful drive.
Yeah, like that's in the middle of summer, I feel like I would be wanting to try.
We've done that drive in fall when all the colors are just golden. That's the place to be. We've also done Highway 20 the day it opened after spring. You wouldn't want to do that on motorcycle on that day, but it's gorgeous
Yeah.
having like 12 feet of snow beside you on the highway straight up.
Yeah, basically the motorcycle trip as I planned it would be around 20, let's say 22 and a half hours. Google says 22 hours and 9 minutes.
That's not bad. That's a 3-day drive.
That's a 3-day drive. That's more than 3 days on the motorcycle though.
Oh, I know. It's a week ride.
Yeah.
You could drive it in 2 days.
Yep.
It wouldn't be fun.
I mean, in a passenger vehicle, you can do it in 1 day. It's going to suck.
Definitely not fun.
Yeah, basically, no matter what, the first day from Penticton to getting to the other side of the mountains in Washington is going to be 5 hours minimum.
Yep.
But also, first day of the trip, not necessarily problematic.
Oh, it's the same thing we did on this vacation. The first day of our vacation was just a hardcore full drive. Just drive the wheels off that vehicle.
Yeah.
And then day 2 and day 3 and, well, the rest of the week was a lot chiller. Unless Jess goes, hey, there's a cool place over here. We should detour around it. Oh, yeah. The driving just got 2 hours longer, but it was worth it.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I'd love to keep the trip short enough that could be a thing.
Yeah, that you can add stuff to it and go, well, the weather's really cold and windy and miserable. Let's add hours to the drive. Instead of going into the hot tubs.
Yeah.
And then the last day was just drive too, just hardcore drive. And stop at Cabela to buy some snorkeling gear. They did not have anything full face.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So I think we'll buy something online full face. The concern I have about full face is how... So it's hard enough to seal goggles around your eyes.
Yeah.
Full face, you have to seal a lot more.
Yeah.
So we're humans and we have very different shaped faces. So full face will seal very nice on some people's faces and horrible on other people's faces. So...
But at the same time, you're also working with, basically there can be a lot of leniency in those seals because you're working with basically skin that has a more general soft curvature.
Yeah. So I think we'll buy some online, find something that seems to have good reputable store, and then just one of them, test it out.
Yeah.
Shave my beard. Test it out and see if it's worth buying a second one or not.
Yeah, and that's because with the goggles, the hard area for it to seal is around the nose.
Yeah.
Because that's really hard. Basically, it's not nice soft skin. So it doesn't. There's not a lot of leeway there. If the seal isn't basically if it doesn't follow the shape of your nose well, you're screwed.
Kind of is, Milo Girl. Kind of is that format of a podcast of just two people talking, or sometimes three people just talking. It is. You're actually pretty. It is that format.
Which is on point for me to now run away. Because Crafting Spirit has plans for the afternoon. I will be back this evening to do a Valheim stream.
What time?
Not sure specifically, but probably 6 or 7.
Regular 7:30ish.
Yep.
Did we fight the boss yet?
Nope, not about the bodies yet.
We were just geared up for the boss. Were we all the way geared up?
I think there's gonna be some final getting ready, but I'm pretty sure we have all the equipment and food that we can go fight the boss. We just need to make sure that everyone has the things equipped.
Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna run away. Talk to you later.
See ya. Thanks for joining. I'm so confused. Unload. I had it there for a second. Oh, there we go. There we go. It'll unload back here. Oh, Mini Jess is working on photos. I wonder, that might actually be something to do, Kiram, is record these videos and then edit them down to a podcast. I'm not doing that. I'd have to hire an editor. Same with my YouTube videos. If you took my videos, took all week's video and chopped it down into just a few minutes video, it'd be a super, super, super interesting video. And that type of YouTube channel would do well too, but once again, I'd have to hire an editor. And not exactly making the money for that. Or you could just tag it as a podcast. Yeah, that might work. You would just have to keep in mind that we wouldn't want any long dead silences. So do like a half-hour live stream and then tag it as a podcast. And then come back and continue live streaming. Or however long we have subjects to talk about without long dead silences. Come up with subjects and stuff to talk about ahead of time. That wouldn't be that hard to do. It would be a bit of work. It would also require us to plan ahead and make sure people were available. The more people on the podcast talking, the more interesting. Yeah, you'd have to pick topics, and you wouldn't be stuck on those topics. Like a good podcast, you kind of let the conversation go where it goes. You still want some talking points so that you have something to talk about, something to start the conversation. And very often the chat will steer you a different way what you talk about. Yeah. Yep. Okay, we'll do one more load in here. We're only going 50%. So after that, this thing just keeps getting stuck. We have to get ourselves a beat cart. So we got a little more money. We could have guest appearances with Discord. Anybody could come be a guest. So we could invite other YouTubers to chat on the podcast, right? So that'd be interesting. Let's make that my goal. Long term. Very long term. I think I couldn't do my current job and do that. Yeah, it's a good idea, Karam. I should do that. For some YouTube podcasts and find stuff that I'm interested in and then try to steal some ideas. I like that idea. I feel like I need a break. How long have I been streaming? Hour and 46 minutes. It's not all that long. Kiram does streams way longer than that. Like a 5-minute stretch. That would be a mini unwind. stuck. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. All right, we're okay. Apple pie for breakfast. I never had my breakfast. I pulled out 2 Pop-Tarts and they're just still laying here. Apple pie counts as breakfast for sure. No! 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 I said to stop at 50%. I couldn't help myself. I went and got myself one more load. Told you, we really need to get a cart for beets. And for grain. We need a grain cart and a beet cart. Because this is awesome. So much fun. You guys don't have enough room in the U-Haul? How many trips are you guys making to move 55 minutes? Are you guys just loading the U-Haul and driving over, and then loading the U-Haul and driving back and forth? Yeah, I do need Jamie Davis. I saw Jamie Davis this week in Oregon. Like, hey, that's Jamie Davis. Expect them in Oregon. Hey, this is good YouTube, right? This is good content. Doing awesome. Doing awesome. Acquiring's pretty cool. I've never used the services of Jamie Davis or Elk Wiring. Mario's Towing has a big tow truck that I've had to use the services of, and Scrap King has definitely used their services. "26 Reese cups on the wall." Saw that steering wheel. Come on. Woo, woo, woo. So Michael, so you're saying you're going to make 2 trips? Come on. Oh, we never did get all your candy. Oh well. Got some Tootsie sucker candies, but that's about it. I was hoping that when we got the front axle on the grass, we would get unstuck. I think I'm willing to make debt to fix this problem. No, not even. I turned the Real Dirt mod off, and I'm still stuck. If I had Real Dirt mod on, there's no way this truck could even drive on that field. Just sink in instantly. It might be this field too, the coding in this map. Because I don't get stuck on the other maps, it's this map that I get stuck on all the time. Crying out loud, come on. The steers are on the gravel now. Imagine if Farming Sim did have real ground deformation. I'd be digging these deep, deep ruts in the field and on the driveway. Shut the John Deere off. He's smoking pretty black too. diesel's not running super clean. Okay, getting the rear axles out of the dirt here. Note this off, don't get stuck again. Yeah, I should have done that. Unhook and rehook and done that a couple times. If this doesn't get it unstuck by the time I got the rear axle out of the field, then I will have to pop it out with the tractor. But we're this close now. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's out. How much would the tractor I want to buy Not sure what setup I want to go with this. I guess it doesn't really matter right now. Just for the sake of making the money higher here. Picking colors. It's not the colors I'm going with. Okay, that would be 420. Okay. Now, if we buy this, can that beet harvester even reach it? How much debt can we make? Go 805. If it doesn't reach it, we're buying it for no reason. And how much would that's where's the width of these things? Why am I blind to beats? Ah. Oh, there's a wider one. Wasn't there one that was 5? Yeah, I don't know if I have that downloaded. Or installed. Yeah, I can't quite afford it. Can't quite afford it. But I do want that mod. Let's save game. He canceled Jamie Davis. Is it this one? Working with 5.4 meters. And the price is reasonable. Yeah, let's install that. Yeah, we're gonna need a little more money. But we'll be there soon, so or maybe we'll have to do this field the old-fashioned way, but then maybe the next field will upgrade tractor, beet cart, and the harvester. All right. The Steam update has made it a little bit weird to be gaming offline. I have a harder time getting Steam games to load while offline. What was it called again? I think I skipped over it already. Oh, right there. All right, got the added mod. All right, so we'll be able to make a lot of money soon. I guess I should repay that loan, so we're not paying interest on that, since I have no intention of using it right now. It's just a faster way of doing this. Still 75 grand in debt. So we're just going to use 50% of this trailer for now. I knew better than to go 60%, but I thought the ground was pretty flat down there. It'd be okay, but no. Make sure that the is not going. There we go. Sugar manufacturing going again. Some money. Oh, I'm like, why is it not loading? Alright, I quit the game. Motor hums. That's a... Oh, this is the #1 out of a whole bunch of songs. I don't know why I'm not getting the rest of the information here. Where's view? So we're gonna have a lot of music by this artist here coming up. So if you want to search it on YouTube, this is all the YouTube free music. We'll see if the rest of the music has the same feel to it or not. Wait, that's not what we're listening to. Never mind. I probably screwed up the next song. Yeah, I did. It skipped one. Nope, I was wrong. It's not that song, it's the one that... yeah. Motor hums. Yeah, it's a different one. And then I moved another song over. I just don't know what it was. Could have been that one. I knew it would have been one of the next. No, we've listened to the Muffin Man before, so. My dog is happy. That's funny. Yeah, I can see the comparison to a horse team pulling a plow. You have the clopping of the horseshoes. Yeah, it's under YouTube Music. Just go to your YouTube studio and go to their music and search Motor. Yeah, I've switched all my music over to YouTube Studio Music. I'm just going through the playlist and kind of getting rid of songs I dislike, and just because like the music that you use gets a copyright, not a strike, but a copyright claim, which means you can never monetize. And then my thought was, well, I'm not monetized anytime soon, so what's the harm in doing that? Playing monetized now, and then once I get monetized, then switch to music that's not monetized. Problem is, Iron Thunder did that. He goes, yes, I'm gonna get monetized. And they said, nope, we're not approving your monetization because all your videos have copyright claims on them, so you're not allowed to get monetized. I'm like, what now? So he has, I think, over 2,000 subscribers, maybe more than that. And he's not allowed to monetize because it's all copyright claim stuff. Continue our waltz. Oh yeah, for you, Kiram, yeah, you pay the digital license. I don't, right? So for you, you don't get copyright claims, but if I have any of your music on my video, I get the copyright claim. Yeah. Unless I went and paid for that same digital license. Yeah, I went through the whole YouTube uh, studio library and downloaded every single song that was copyright free, attribution free. Attribution free. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Attribution free. There we go. I'm trying to think of it. Because a lot of the YouTube Studio stuff, you still need attribution, so you still have to put that in the description or in the title, what song you use, stuff like that. I'm like, during a live stream, I don't have time for that. So I want a playlist that is just completely free to use. And I don't mind giving shout out to the artists that make the music, because making beautiful music is not easy. So if there's a good song that somebody likes, I will gladly go and look it up quickly and see who the author is or what the song title is and give them cred. But There's the last field I have to harvest today. Oh, you were playing the same music? Yeah. That's why I'm going through all of the playlists right now, and then we'll have one just massive playlist. That'll have well over 1,000 songs on it. And we can still remove stuff off of that playlist. And I'll keep adding the new songs that YouTube puts up on the list, and that way you'll never hear the same song in the same stream twice ever. Even though some of this music is not all that inspired, but some of it's really good. Okay, so we're going to be at 40% once we're loaded this. Makes me a bit nervous, so we're going to face downhill. Ah, come on. Oh, I had it for a second. Yeah, might as well make the list while we're live streaming. And yeah, I listen to, I'm sifting through the music, not just while live streaming, so after the stream ends, I often let the music continue playing. I sift through more, but most of it is being done live on YouTube. Yeah. So the folder currently has 408 songs in it, but we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and over 900 and some, 945 songs to go. As the title says. It took a long time to download them all. YouTube doesn't have an easy way of just download all. Oh, it was starting to think of getting stuck there. 40%. I will risk this one more load. But we went to 60% full last time. We're going to go to half full here, and hopefully I don't regret this. Come on. There we go. I'm like, unload. No, 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 no. Apparently, this corner is just a sticky mess corner. Nope, nope, no need to call Jamie. We're good. We're good. Oh man, I watch this YouTuber Michael that does weather. I can't remember. I don't even know if I'm subscribed, but I watch his videos quite often. I just can't remember his channel name. Oh, I'll be subscribed under my channel, not the 3Js. So that's not gonna work. Let's just go weather and see what I get. There we go. So he does like a weekly update of the forecast, and yeah, his thumbnails are definitely attention grabbing. Rare event, rare weather, not normal, but it's a really good kind of seeing what the weather coming up is going to look like. What's your thoughts about my truck? It's a modded truck. This is an extremely powerful truck. No, it's the truck because it doesn't matter what trailer I put behind. I have two trucks just like it. It's just this map. And I don't mind that. It's actually kind of realistic having trucks getting stuck, forcing me to get a grain cart and a beet cart. So I'm not terribly offended. It's realistic. I used to drive a potato truck, and yeah, I got stuck once or twice. My boss wasn't too happy about it, but It's been a cool week the last week, hasn't it? The AC failed on our pickup truck while we were down on vacation. Luckily, it was like the second last day of vacation, end of the second last day. So we really had one day of driving with no AC. The looks like the magnetic clutch on it failed. So I visited a shop yesterday afternoon, and they said, you know what? Very often when we replace the clutch on those compressors, the compressor fries within a couple of weeks after it anyway. So he goes, we suggest you just buy a brand new compressor. I'm like, okie dokie, let's do it. This shop is really, really good integrity. You see what I did there? And the prices they charge for the good work they do is honestly too low. They need to charge more than they do. Like if any work I get done at a dealership versus at this shop, it is literally half the price. Not always, but often half the price that the dealership would have charged me. Their name happens to be Integrity Auto. Highly recommend. If you ever in the Penticton area and need an auto shop, Integrity Auto. Just don't expect it to get done now. There's a waiting list. You gotta wait for good work. Simple, just getting a compressor change on the truck. That's a 2-week wait to get that work done. So if it's something you need to be fixed now, you're gonna have to pay more. Yes, it's hard to find those shops, and once you find them, it's like I want to stick with them. The problem is the owner of this shop is retiring here, so hopefully the shop continues to have that integrity. If they up their prices and keep the integrity they have and honesty, I will be very, very, very happy with that. They should charge more than they do. So if the prices go up, but they keep everything else the same, I will continue being their customer. Jess Persons Auto. Yeah, it's nice to find those good shops. Oh, for crying out loud. Trailer just barely clears that auger. Auger? That's not really an auger. What is that? A belt? Hence upgrading it will be nice. Oh, nice. Yep, having... I know Integrity Auto offers a loaner car as well, but we live 2 blocks from them, so Jess usually just walks over. And they'll pay for the gas. Wow. What? Will you... Oh, well, I pay for the gas. Okay, you get a loaner car. For free. Well, that is still free. You're paying for the gas. Because if they pay for the gas, that's ridiculous. I like good service. I will pay good money for good service, for good, honest service. And then getting it for cheap as well. It's like, how is this possible? Oh, so you wouldn't be allowed to drive their vehicle. Okay. But I would be. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a day because I'm hungry. I know where there's some really good pizza. So I'm gonna end the stream and throw some pizza in the toaster oven and have some lunch. I'll see you guys tonight. I think I'll probably be around 7:30ish or so. So in 7.5 hours from now. For now, I'm out of here. You guys rock.